Okay, so today, for today, have y'all ate? Have y'all prayed? Have y'all checked up on y'all mothers? Have y'all, did everything y'all supposed to do with y'all day? Okay, good. Y'all have? Okay, good boy. Okay, I'm always saying today we're gonna be talking about Spirit Airlines and their closing. You all know, I think the third. I forgot what I don't remember the date. Let me check. The second. Okay, so it was the second when Spirit Airlines shut down officially. As you all know, you see on TikTok, all those people out there, stuck because they already bought the Spirit plane tickets. But I don't care about them because I'm not one of them. So yep. Okay, so today we're gonna be talking about well, my personal experience with Spirit Airlines and this CNN article right here about it. It's an analyst on Spirit and how it failed. It says, why did Spirit fail? Too many passengers hated flying it, by Chris Isidore. Analyst by Chris Isidore. If you want to read this, it's on the CNN.com site. You might think, oh, why aren't you talking about something real? Or why aren't you talking about anything else? Because I don't want to. So, yeah. Okay, so the article starts with saying, lousy service, not the Iran war, killed Spirit Airlines. Spirit was doomed to fail because of mismanagement, deep financial problems, and crucially, its reputation for poor customer service. The spike in jet fuel prices during the war just accelerated Spirit's inevitable demise. The airline has been profitable since before the pandemic. Spirit has repeatedly warned investors in recent years it wasn't sure if it could stay in business well before the United States and Israel went to war with Iran. The discount carrier was in the midst of its second bankruptcy, auctioning off planes and airport gates and cutting staff in a desperate struggle to stay alive. Spirit's failure is a cautionary tale for other discount airlines. Competing on price alone can be a losing strategy, but that doesn't mean low cost carriers are doomed. Cheap fares alone can't explain Spirit's problem. Other budget carriers proved that bit. My fault for the cut, just had to go use the bathroom. Like I was saying, other budget carriers prove the business model can work. Airlines are first and foremost a service industry, and Spirit could not overcome its extraordinarily miserable reputation. A low percentage of passengers said that they would fly the airline again after their most recent experience, said Taylor Michaels, Senior Managing Director for Travel, Retail, and Customer Service Rankings at J.D. Power. There will always be a market for airlines that offer the lowest fares possible. The question is, are they really making the pizza too cheap to eat? Bad service. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that first half. So yeah, that first half, it really seems like it was just going over Spirit closing like itself. Like, the reasons why Spirit has closed. But yeah, they named two problems. They said one, cheap fares, but they also said they said bad service. And also the next one under this is called bad service. So yeah. What I think about the first one, I don't really know. Not gonna lie. Like, yeah, we just really went over it. It's not anything too much, but yeah. Oh yeah, and at the end, I will go over my Spirit flight with y'all. I'll just tell y'all about my Spirit flight. But yeah, other than that, let's go to the next one. Bad service. Spirit has some of the highest complaints and lowest customer satisfaction rates in the industry. It turns out passengers didn't like being charged for every aspect of the flight, including carry-on bags. While Spirit met the industry average for on-time flights and lost baggage, Spirit has the smallest amount of legroom according to the travel site Simply Flying. Airline industry consultant Mike Boyd stated cramming people into a 28 to 29 inch seat pitch is uncomfortable. Period. Especially on longer haul flights. He's right though. I would get mad if I was cramming into a 28 by 29 pitch seat. Seat pitch. Do you hear that? Like that's horrible. But even customers hunting for the lowest base fares expect things like free snacks or soft drinks, which is the standard on most other airlines. They stripped out so much from the experience that folks who ended up stuck on Spirit often kind of despise the experience, said Greg Griff, author of the airline newsletter From the Trade Table. And they were willing to pay 30, 40, 50, or even 60 more dollars just to have a better experience on a different airline. Spirit operated as a charter airline in the 1990s before becoming a passenger carrier in 1992. A pioneer in ultra-low base fares and the airline was mostly profitable through 2019. But then the demand for air travel cratered. Hold on. So the word. I'm not saying it, but like I was saying, yeah. But the demand for air travel basically went down during the pandemic. That's what the word means. Basically, negatively affecting something. So basically, people didn't want to fly Spirit during the pandemic. But okay, when travelers wanted to return to the skies, they no longer wanted the kind of Spirit. They no longer wanted they no longer wanted the kind of service Spirit offered, and were willing to pay more to get it. Spirit recognized the problem and tried to cater to high-paying customers by offering larger seats at the front of the plane. The airline even bundled fares with baggage, Wi-Fi, and even snacks fees to save customers money. But it struggled to convince enough flyers that it had reinvented the service, said Griff. No one ever compared Delta and Spirit, at least when it comes to service. Spirit declined to comment for this story. Crazy. Okay, so now comment on that one. Yeah, a lot. Yeah, that could really bring something down. The seat thing, but more specifically, there was another thing up here talking about it turns out passengers didn't like being charged for every aspect of the flight, including carry-on bags. You have to pay for carry-on bags. Like, that's crazy. You can't even bring a bag for free. You can't even hold your bag for free. That's crazy. Like, yeah, you can't even bring a bag on the fucking plane for free. Like, up there, the space you give me, up there, I cannot have that shit free. That's diabolical, but yeah, the cramming people into the 28 to 29 inch seat pitch is uncomfortable. Exactly. If I was taking a flight from Texas to any other country that is not the US, Canada, or Mexico, and I had to fly Spirit in a 28 to 29 inch seat pitch, I would be mad. I would be mad. I would be pissed off too, and I would kind of want my refund. Like, I don't care if I flew, I want my fucking refund. But yeah. Other than that, this one, yeah, Spirit kind of sold. Not gonna lie, I don't know how their service is this bad. Like don't they monitor their employees? Like, I know you obviously can't monitor every single employee, but like, if your service was this bad where you could get shut down, just mainly because of the service, it's like no, not getting shut down because of the service. Let me fix that. If the main reason if one of the main reasons why you were shut down was service and you're an airline, and why, like, can't they, like, not every single employee, but that must have been, like, there must have been enough employees just bullshitting and just being absolute employees for this to happen. Because, like, yeah, some of these problems, like, being paid, but like, I know for a fact majority of this couldn't just be because Spirit is a bad, because Spirit, yeah, Spirit feet are too, Spirit feet, yeah, no, not enough leg room for me. I already know there's a little bitch out there who's willing to take his last 150, go to the Bahamas with it, and take a Spirit flight happy, okay? I think some of this was the workers. I don't think they even wanted to put any of the employee stuff on here, like any of the bad employee things, because it would already make them look worse, but they're out of business, so like, but yeah, Spirit seemed like it was just the worst budget airline out there. Like just bad service. You had to pay for literally everything. How can you be a budget airline and still make you pay for a carry-on bag? You didn't give out no type of snacks, no anything for free in 28 to 29 inch seat pitch. Wow. But yeah, so next one. What happens to budget airlines? Last one. I'm gonna tell you about my personal spirit trip. A low fare model and customer complaints don't have to go hand in hand. There are several budget airlines with better reputations. Allegiant, for example, ranks above average in JD Power customer satisfaction rankings, even with the same basic, no frills, low base fare business model. People think it's great value for money. Taylor said of the Las Vegas-based airline. The Las Vegas-based airline. That's how you can make money as an ultra low cost carrier. You have to say to people, you know what, this is cheap, and not you. You have people say, you know what, This is how you make money as an ultra low cost carrier. You people say, hey, you know what? This is cheap and not bad. Discount carrier Breeze, founded in 2021, is among the fastest growing U.S. airlines. There will always be bargain hunting customers, so other discount carriers could benefit from Spirit's demise. But it is a difficult time for all airlines due to the jet fuel spike. Yeah, that was a big spike. Like, I seen the price. That was crazy. I think I might have to make a video on that, but that was crazy though. Like, the amount of money you gotta spend for jet fuel now is diabolical. And given their customer base, budget carriers can't raise fares like the major airlines to cover increased fuel costs. A trade group representing the remaining discount carriers recently requested a $2.5 billion bailout from Congress in the Trump administration. Many experts expect Spirit's closure will accelerate airfare hikes where it had a large market share, Fort Lauderdale, Detroit, and Las Vegas, but it won't have much impact on fares on the routes it didn't fly. So much low fares will be available for U.S. customers just on other airlines. Low fares will be available for U.S. customers just on other airlines. Bottom line, the day of being able to maintain businesses just on the bias of offering a low fare is over, said Boyd. It is not the price of the fuel that did Spirit in. It was the accelerated. It just accelerated the demise of a doomed airline. Nice, man. I'm not even gonna hold you. That ending was kind of awful. That had some more in it. I don't know about y'all. That ending did have some more in it. Okay, so let's talk about it. Budget airlines. I don't know. Never flown any other airline but Spirit before. That's why I wanted to make a video on this specific one, because I was like, oh, hey, I'll phone Spirit. I'm gonna make a video. Spirit, you know? Like, yeah, never flown any of the other airlines. He seemed cool, but yeah, no. Spirit just had to go. It was about time. Been around since the 1990s, helped out so many people, but like, in this day and age, there's probably 60 more even airlines that are better than Spirit. Who knows? Probably even cheaper, better. Like, yeah. So, my experience on Spirit. Okay, so for the last part, we're gonna be wearing, a veil, tie, and also we're in the kitchen. So basically, what happened was I was thinking about grandpa for the summer. So summer, like, it was like 2 weeks. It was like 2 weeks after summer ended. So mom sent me back. So mom bought me the ticket. Flew. My mom bought the ticket. She sent me the ticket. My grandpa drove me. I got there. I couldn't remember anything. I was just following a bunch of people. I went to the line and said Spirit because they were like, some old man said he was gonna show me. So okay. So I just followed him. I did not remember a singular word that the said other than where he told me to point. And I said, he just pointed to the place because he did good and well. I was not energized for none of that shit. Okay, yeah. And so yeah, I just sitting there waiting for 30 minutes. 30 minutes of straight torture of just waiting room there. And then, yeah. That was pretty much it. Boarded the flight. Like, I mean, here's the crazy part about it. Sorry, last rant. But I seen the fucking plane. That's the insane part. I seen the plane sitting there for 30 minutes. Like, I dead ass seen that shit there for the whole 30 minutes. I was sitting there. The plane was there. The plane was there when I was sitting there for 30 minutes. So they had no reason to prolong us and have me sit there for 30 minutes with no phone. Because my shit went dead in the car. But that's not about that. That has not anything to do with Spirit. That's just me. And we're back with the first shirt. Yeah. So, final thoughts on this whole Spirit Airline cutting down situation. Me personally, not affected by it. I can see how some people who would, who depend on that specific budget airline, to get it. But there are different ones in the U.S. But like, I don't know. We gotta see over time how budget airlines, new ones will come out, and there are a lot of them out right now. If you are gonna use a budget airline, this is not sponsored, but I would. This is not sponsored whatsoever, so don't take it as I'm not sponsored, but sponsor anything every now and then. No, like, use Breeze. Breeze is good. Use Delta and American Airlines. Those three, top right there. other than that, yeah, pretty sad that Spirit did close. A lot of people did depend on it, and a lot of people, a lot of people depended on it for air travel because a lot of people are broke. This economy's fucked. My generation. But yeah, the economy's garbage. The world is in. Well, we're all gonna die one day. Good reminder.